Thank you. So, good morning, one and all. Welcome you in the second day of this LaTeX workshop. I heartily welcome expert of LaTeX, Dr. Akshay sir from the MS University Baroda, and all the participants from the different corners of the country and outside of the country. So, without taking much time, I would like to request Dr. Akshay sir to kindly brief the yesterday sessions to the participants, and after that we will continue the further sessions. Over to Akshay sir.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are.
Okay, okay. So yesterday we started with we are basically talking about the workshop on LaTeX academic writing. We started with document structure and formatting for the LaTeX. How do you start writing a document in the LaTeX? Right? We discussed about the document class and options available to create the documents. Then we talked about the formatting of the text, how you can format the text, right? In LaTeX, you can keep it like left justified or right justified or center justified, and so on and so forth. All right. We also in detail discussed about the special characters. Those are used in LaTeX, and which are, as we know, those are very helpful in our day-to-day academic writing. All right. And I also showed you how to install MikTeX and LaTeX editors, right? And we also discussed how to operate on Overleaf. But if you have the subscription for the Overleaf, it is very good. If you don't have it, then don't worry. We can start with the offline editors. All right. And there are a couple of editors available as we discussed yesterday. One of them is Text Studio, another one is WinEdit, and one more is there which is TextWorks. All are equally capable of doing all the works we did yesterday. All right. And I again want to mention that LaTeX is a deep software. All right. Huge amount of commands and syntax available. All right. So, and you don't need to remember the commands. You don't need to remember the syntax. What you need to do is you need to learn how to find them out and use them appropriately. All right. Yeah. Yesterday's script, Rahul, will share it with you. Okay. We will share it with you. Don't worry about that. Okay. So let's start today's session. All right. So let me share the screen. Okay. 1 minute. Okay. Give me 1 minute. Okay. Can you see the screen now? Is the screen visible? All right. Okay. Very good. Okay. So today the agenda will be to uh, look at the page formatting and page layout in detail. All right. And then we'll also work with the mathematics. In that, we'll learn how to write equations, how to create tables, how to deal with including diagrams or images. We'll also touch a little bit on matrix, how to write down matrix. Alright. Then uh, we'll also discuss in detail how to write down the first page of a report or a thesis. Then we'll deal with cross-referencing and bibliography. And if time will permit, we'll also talk about how to create presentations in LaTeX using Beamer document class. Okay, so that is the agenda. So let's start with let me share the screen. Okay. So there were a few questions yesterday which were I was not able to answer them. So let's discuss those questions first. Right. So the first question was that can we highlight the text? There was a question that can we highlight the text? The answer is yes. Using this command, you can highlight the text. You have to include the X color package. So let me show that to you. All right. Okay, so we have to include that package whose name is X color. So I have included that over here. This is the package, which is whenever you want to use a color anywhere in the LaTeX document, you use this package X color, and then you use this command. So this is my paragraph. This is the paragraph we are looking for, and then I want to highlight this text. For example, the antiparticle. I just want to highlight this portion of the uh, paragraph. So I'll use, I'll use that command color box. Then I would mention the name of the color, and then I'll include the text in the curly braces. So right now it is yellow, so that's why that text is highlighted in yellow. Right? I can change the color to red maybe, and then let's see what happens if we compile. Okay, so it will be highlighted in red. Right. Is this clear? Okay. Another was that can we change the font size in an equation? So yes, we can definitely change the font size. There are varieties of font size available that we are going to talk today. But one of them is small, then large, and then huge, and extra large, and so on and so forth. So what you can do, you can mention the font size you want to use, all right, before the equation. So I have used small, that I want to use small fonts for this particular equation. So I'll mention small, and then you can see the result. I compile it. So I have used small and large, both the fonts. Now let me change them. So I want to make the first equation larger than the second one. So what I'll use, LARGE. There is a command which is known as large, capital, all capital. So it will be larger than the first equation, second equation. Can you see the change? Okay. And similarly, so we will talk about what kind of font commands are available, font sizes are available little bit later. Okay. Okay. I would also like to mention, apart from the questions, that if you want to, type slashed character, because those are used in theoretical physics every now and then now. So, for example, if you want to, type k slash or p slash, for example, right, then you have to use this package, which is called slashed. The name of the package is slashed, so I've included that over here. Use package slashed, and then you use this command /k. So this will then appear. So you can see that over here that k is slashed. All right. Okay. Okay. So I think these were the questions. There was one more question, that how do I install the missing packages? For that, you have to go to MikTeX console and then update MikTeX. All right. If you keep it updating after every like a week or so, then it will automatically include the new packages which are available. That is that is one way. Another way is to download the package online and then include that in the folder you are working with. Okay. Okay, so now today let's start with the session, which is page formatting and layout. Right. So let me. All right. So there are a lot of things going on here. All right. Okay. So first we'll discuss how to include a footnote whenever you are writing an academic document. We require references. Yes, sir. And footnote is a kind of reference. We can say it's a referencing element in the LaTeX. So let's learn how to include footnote in your document. All right. So I'll use I've named this section to be a footnote, and then I'll use this paragraph here. I'm using this paragraph, and then in this paragraph, I want to create a footnote over here. Right. So my footnote will appear after this on this word, and the text in the footnote will be this. Right. So how should I do it? So I'll use a command footnote. So let me use that command in my text once again. So I'll use this text. 1 minute. I'll copy that and paste it over here. Okay. Everything should be done before end document. End document will be the last command of the LaTeX. Okay. So this is the um, paragraph. And let's say I want to include my footnote. So I'll use the command /footnote. All right. And so this will be the footnote will appear after the command you put in to. So 1 minute. Let's see. Now I place my footnote here, and it'll be okay. This will be the footnote. So let's compile it now. Okay. So can you see the footnote will appear after the word I use this command? So right now the footnote should appear on CKM. All right. So that is how it appears. And then at the end of the page, you see the description for the footnote. Is it clear to everyone? This is how we include footnotes. Okay, I can use more than one footnote, and I can also include footnote using another command, which is a combination of two commands. All right, the combination I'll mention the combination here. 1 minute. So this is footnote mark, and then you have to use footnote text. All right. So this is one command, and this is supporting command footnote text. All right. So here what you can do, you can mark where you want to include the footnote in the document. Don't write down the description there, because at a time it becomes the paragraph can become clumsy, right? Because here if your description is longer, then every time including the description in the paragraph will be very not easy to read. So we will simply include where we want to include the footnote. So we'll only mark that point by a footnote mark command, and I'll number them. All right. So like footnote mark number 2, then footnote mark number 3, and then somewhere there will be footnote mark number 4. Okay, but Then what you do at the end of the paragraph, you write down the description using this command footnote text number 2. So what will be the description for number 2? It is this. What will be the description number for number 3? Will be this, and so on and so forth. All right. Okay. So let's let me give you a demo for that. Let's see the demo, and if I copy and paste, compile. Okay, now can you see this number 2 footnote? Then we have number 4 footnote and footnote number 3, and all the descriptions are over here 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, okay. Uh, yes, it is possible, Charan sir. We'll discuss that a little bit later. Okay, then why are we using footnotes? Okay, well, it is like, as I said, it is like referencing. If you want to give, let's say, a little bit more information, what I have written over is CKM, and then I want to mention what is CKM in detail, but I don't want to disturb the paragraphs, so I'll put a footnote, and then that the description will be mentioned at the end of the page. If you want to, let's say, you are using a presentation, all right, and you want to cite a reference paper, then you don't write down the entire detail of the reference paper there and there, but what you can do, you can use citation, I mean a footnote, and you can give the number to them, all right, and that will appear at the end of the document. So it is very important referencing element, all right. Okay, now there are a few more things with the footnotes, that you can change the numbering pattern. Instead of like 1, 2, 3, 4, if you want to use Roman footnote, you can use Roman footnote, and so on and so forth. All right. So there are, see, can you see this command? I have, so these are the commands available. You can use Roman footnote. The footnote numbers will appear in Roman. Kalyani, can you clear the question? I mean, what you wanted to ask? Also, CKM means I didn't get your point. Okay. Meanwhile, what is C? Oh, okay. Well, it's a matrix invented by Kabibo, Mashikawa, and Kabibo CK matrix, which is used in particle physics. So that's why. Nothing special about LaTeX. It is not about LaTeX. All right. So don't get confused. Okay. I hope it is clear to know you now. Okay. Now let's use this command. So if I use this command, renew command. So there are renew commands. All right. So renew command. Then in the first argument of that command, you have to use slash the footnote, and in the second argument command, you have to specify which style for the footnote you want. All right. So right now our footnote is 1, 2, 3, 4. Right. Now let me compile this. I'm activating this command, and I'll compile and see how the footnote will appear. Okay, so it has not changed. It is Roman itself. Okay, now let me activate another command. ALPH alpha. Give me 1 minute, all right? I see. Okay. I'm compiling different article. That is the reason. Okay, so I'll copy these commands into our workshop folder. Okay, and those commands will be again before the uh, begin document. All right, and now let's compile the article. Okay, and let's see where the footnote appears and how it appears. Okay, now you can see the footnote has changed. Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, now it is ABCD. Only because we have used that command that the footnote style will be alphabetical. So it also in the text in the paragraph footnote will appear differently A B C D. All right, do you get the point? Okay, we can try another command. Now let's try Roman. So it will appear like Roman 1 2 3 4. So this is Roman 1, then 3, and again the footnote will appear Roman 1 2 3 4. All right, is it clear? Similarly, there are these commands that you can use. I would like to emphasis on this command where your footnote marking will appear in like using fancy symbols. It won't be like 1 2 3 4. It won't be like ABCD, but it'll be like fancy symbols. So let me compile that, and now it will appear like it will automatically take the symbols. All right, see, you can see the dagger symbol here on a week, then within we have a symbol, then on CKM again we have double dagger, and so on and so forth. Yes or no? And we have star also. And the important thing is that you can also customize what symbols you want. So that is done by using this command. You have to first use the package. So I'll use the package, this package. Let me explain this. All right, so I'll copy this, and so we'll have to use this package. Use package symbol star foot miscellaneous foot MIC. Yes, we'll also talk about that, about the affiliations, about adding tables and all this stuff. You can use, yes, you can definitely add the affiliation like this if you want, but there are also a nicer way to add affiliation of the student in the title page. If you want to add affiliation in between this paragraph, then you can definitely use this method. Okay, so this package allows us to choose our own that font style for referencing. All right, so first we'll use this package, and then we'll define FN symbols, fancy symbols, and then you name the symbols whatever you want. I have used ABCD symbols. The argument will be math, and now these are the list of symbols. So these are the list of symbols. First is dagger, and where you can choose the symbols. So I told you yesterday, right? You can use these Greek letters, or you can use um, miscellaneous math, or you can use what miscellaneous text, whatever you want. All right, you can choose the symbols from here, and you can simply tell the code. The For example, it is like I want to include, let's say, this R. So CYRYA, I'll mention over here instead of dagger. So CYRYA. Let me do that. Or dagger, for example, right? I've already done it. And then whenever you activate this command, all right, you need not to activate all these commands. Then you only have to activate this command. All right, and then in all footnotes, the LaTeX will automatically choose the symbol from the symbols you mention. You can mention any number of symbols you want. All right. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
This is in fact very important aspect of the LaTeX and document writing. Okay. So this is about footnote. Any doubts? If you have any doubts, you can always send the chat message. All right. And now, so this is, I think, all about footnotes. All right. And uh, before, we will learn about tables, and then I'll also tell you how to include footnotes in table. All right. So there is a special command for that. Now let's talk about page numbering. How do we number the pages of the document? All right. Right now you can see that I have three pages here. Number one, page number one, page number two, and page number three. All right. There are three pages, and now this method will be applicable to any number of pages. All right. Okay. So page numbering can be done using following commands. So there are these many commands. Okay. You can use Arabic page number, Roman page number, then capital Roman, then alphabetical, then capital alphabetical. And if you don't want to use any page number for that particular page, then you can keep that page numbering style to empty. You will simply write down empty, and that page will not take any page number. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So let's understand this using this command then. Page numbering, I have used page numbering Roman here, and you can mention page number also in the beginning. All right. So for example, here I have used page number Arabic. So I'll mention that in our document in the very beginning. So in the very beginning, we'll mention the page number. All right. Like this page numbering, and then whatever style you want to use, let's say Arabic. Page numbering, and then number style, so it is Arabic. So now all the pages will be numbered as Arabic. It is very straightforward. Number one, number two, number three. If I change it to Roman, and let's see the effect. It's number one Roman, right? Then number two and number three. Okay, you can use capital R for Roman and it will be capital. All right. ठीक है तो ये तो clear है. Now the thing is that, let's say I have used this page numbering style, so it will give the page numbers accordingly for each pages. And now but I don't want to use a Roman page number style for page number 2. I want to use Arabic style for page number 2. What shall I do? Can anyone tell? What shall I do? Arabic is the page number style. Arabic means like the page will be numbered like 1, 2, 3, 4. That is Arabic style. So what I'll do, whenever the next page starts, I'll again use the same command, page numbering, and then instead of Roman, I'll include Arabic. That is what I'll do. All right. So okay, I'll use clear page for page breaking, and then I'll use page numbering. Instead of Roman, I'll use Arabic. And then let's compile and let's see what happens. So page number 1 should be Roman, capital Roman. Page number 2 should be capital Arabic. I mean, not capital, but Arabic. And page number 3 should be again Arabic. Okay, everybody got it?
Yes.
Yes. But there is a problem. Have you noticed the problem here? The page number for the first page is number 1, that is correct. What should be the page number for page 2? It should be page 2, yes or no? But because I change the page number style, it again starts from 1. It resets the page count, and which should not happen. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. So for that, we have to reset the page counter, and that can be done using this command. There is a command to reset the page number counting, which is this set page and then page number. Let's like this set counter page and page 2. So whenever you change the page number font, sorry, page numbering style that we have done over here, let me uh, go back to that point. Yes, so we have changed this page number styling here. So I'll use that command set counter one set counter, then I'll mention page, and this is the page number from where you want to reset the counter. You want the counter to not reset. All right, so that problem is occurring in page number 2. From page number 2, it should appear 2 instead of 1. All right, so that's why I'll mention page number 2. And now if we compile this, then page number 2 will be marked as page number 2, but in Arabic. All right, can you see that? So this is page number 1 Roman, this is page number 2 Arabic, and then page number 3 will be again Arabic. Are you getting the point? Yes, that is what I explained. Charan sir, I hope it is clear now. Okay, good. Okay, so to page number, to apply page number in the corner, uh, well, Nitesh, I'll have to check that. I'll get back to you after the session. All right. Rohan is saying that you set the page number to no page number. You have to set page number styling to Roman. So use this command. Look at the screen and use this command in the beginning, in the very beginning, like this. After you start your document, begin document, then you use this command, page numbering, and then Roman, and then see. Okay. How to start a section on next new page. Okay, so we can use this command. Let me show the command to you for page breaking. There are a couple of page breaking commands available. One of them is clear page. All right, so you put clear page anywhere and that will break the page, and the text below this command will start from new page. So let me show that to you. uh, we have already break the page here, so I'll keep that over here, but in the first page I'll use that after section subsection 1.1. So particles, after this, that subsection 1.1, I'll use that command clear page. And now let's see the result. So on first page, then we will only have introduction and section 1 and 1.1. Then 1.2, which is anti-particles, will appear, should appear on the next page. Let's see. Okay, can you see that now? Now we have one more page added. Okay, and because we have one more page added, we started with the Roman style. So page number 1 is Roman, page number 2 is Roman, page number 3 should be Arabic, but number 3, not number 2. But this is number 3 because we have to set the counter for this, and we have used this command set counter before. At that time we wanted to start it from page number 2, but now that is page number 3, so I'll use page number, I'll edit to page number 3 and everything will be all right. See. All right, so this is Roman 2 and then this is page number 3 and this is page number 4 automatic. Looks good. Okay, apart from this command clear page, we have one more command which is called new page. All right, which will also do the same thing. So where is okay, instead of clear section, yes, clear page. Instead of clear page, I can also use new page. So I'll keep the clear page and I'll use new page somewhere else. Let me use new page over here, and it'll do the same thing as clear page. It will. So after photon, everything should be on the second page. So now we have one more page introduced. All right. So sometimes there are more than one commands which does the same thing. And again, I have to set my counter to 4. All right. So I hope you get this process. This is actually important. This process is actually important when you write down the thesis, because in your thesis. So let's look at this thesis. You have abstract. You want it to be Roman numbering. You have your index to be Roman. You don't want any page number on the first page, right? You don't want any page number on the certificate page and this type of dedication pages. All right, also for acknowledgement you don't want any page number. All right, but I also don't want to miss on pages. So if I want to count total pages, then you have to reset the, you don't want your page counter to reset, and that's why these are very important. Empty pages, you there are, I mean, you want to include empty pages. Okay, okay, 1 minute. Yes, Nitesh, we just you can use new page command for new page, and for empty pages, yes, I'll let you know for empty pages. All right. Okay. So now where were we? Yes. All right. Now let's talk about paragraph. So I think is it good about page numbering? All right. Okay, I forgot to mention this command, which is again very important. So, if you want to generate your customized page number style, let's say you don't want to use Arabic, Roman, alphabetical style or any of this, but you want to generate your own customized page numbering style. All right. Then what you can do, you can use this command, renew command. Then the first argument will be the page, and second argument is the style that you want to include. All right. So let me use this command. Let me show that to you. All right. So I've given the example. So my style, I want to keep my style like this. My page number should appear like A.1, A.2, A.3, like that. Do you get the point? So how shall we do? How shall we go about it? So I'll use that command. Where is that command? Like this. Renew command. All right. So you can see the renew command. Let me use that, copy and paste, and I'll let in the. So the structure of the document before begin document is called preamble. Just for the information. All right. So all these packages are mentioned in the preambles only, and these renew commands are also mentioned in preambles. All right. So now I'll comment the page numbering style from the paragraph, from the text, because I just want to use my customized page number style. So there is no need for set counter also. And now let's try and see what happens to the page numbering if we compile. See, can you see that now? The page numbering for the first page will appear like pg.1, because I have used that over here. I'll change over here and we'll show it to you how this actually works. Let's say I want to include A and G. So my page number will then appear like ANG.1, ANG.2 because it is Arabic. If it is Roman, then it will appear like Roman, but after A and G. So all pages will include NG. Okay? So this is an additional benefit. You want to customize your page number, pages with page number, that will also work. This is true for all pages. All right. Okay. And now, we talked about footnotes, how to customize the footnotes. We also talked about page number and how to customize them. Now let's talk a little bit about paragraph formatting. We have already discussed this yesterday, but I want to include one more command, which will give the justified formatting for the paragraph. So for left justified, it is begin flush left. For right justified, begin flush right. For center, it is begin center. But now we have an additional package which will extend this capability. So we'll use this package. Yes, for equation number, we will talk about that in detail in the next work will be the equations. All right, so we'll talk about how to move page number to the right or left. We'll talk about that because there was a question how to corner the page numbering. So we'll discuss in that. Okay, so let's use this command, use package ragged 2e. All right, so I'll copy and paste this command, ragged 2e, and then this command supports this kind of commands. This package supports this kind of command, ragged right. If it is ragged right, then your text will be justified to the left. If it is ragged left, your text will be justified to the right. And if it is justified, you will see it will be justified from both the ends. So let me use that. Let me give a demo, very short demo, because we already discussed that yesterday. Okay, so we will have a 3 paragraph will be appearing now. Okay, style for this is not found. 1 minute. Okay, because I have not used curly braces here. That's why that is the case. So now let's see. Okay, so it worked now, and then let's look at the paragraphs how they are justified. Okay, so the first paragraph is justified. So this is the first paragraph actually. The par skip package. All right. So let me give a line break here. All right. So now this is the first paragraph. This is right left justified by using the ragged right command. This is right justified by using ragged left command. And this let me use new page because it will be easier to see. For the justified, your entire text will be justified from both the ends, which really looks nice. Yes or no? And if you have noticed, when we use the commands that begin flush, left flush and right flush, then what happens that the text will be justified, but that there will not be any. So let me also use that command and show it to you. All right. So ragged left. Okay, there is one more variation of ragged left command with capital letters. So this is ragged left here, all small letters. And there is a variation which is ragged left where we have R is capital and L is capital. Alright, so there is a very small difference. So let me just explain this ragged left command here. So after after ragged left, I'll explain that. So I think we'll do the page break here. So I'll explain its new page here. Will be page break. Okay, so both the text will be right justified, but let's see the difference. So what is the difference? Can you see the difference? Oh, 1 minute. So this is ragged left, all right, and this is ragged left, but with capital marks. What is the difference? You see a small dash here because the word breaks here. Isn't it? Commands, the break commands breaks here. So it puts automatically insert a hyphen when the word breaks if you use this command. But that is not the case if you use this command. Is it clear to everyone? The same is the case for ragged right command. All right. And okay, so I think we have talked about page layout yesterday in detail, so I'll skip this part here. But I would like to mention some line breaking, page breaking, and spacing commands. So we have a line breaker we already explained yesterday. You can use this to slash, or you can use slash new line, or you can use slash break and slash h fill. These four commands are there to break the line. So if you want to start a new line, then you can use either of these commands. If you want to break the pages, then as we discussed before, either you can use clear page or you can use new page. Okay, so the description for clear page is that it flushes out the floats into new pages. What are floats? So whenever we have diagrams and tables included in the LaTeX article, those are called floats because LaTeX automatically decides their position according to the best alignment and best formatting of the document. We have some control over where to position the tables and images in the article. So that's why they are called floats. So when you use clear page command, uh, the the floats on the page where you apply this command will be flushed to the next page. All right. But when you use the new page command, it won't happen. Right now we don't have any tables or images in our document, so it doesn't matter whether we use clear page or new page. But if you have documents containing diagrams and images, then you should be careful. Okay, then if you want to use horizontal line breaker, then you can use h space command or h fill command. H space command, you can mention how much space you want to leave. This is 1 centimeter. So this is horizontal page line breaker. All right. And then there is vertical line breaker like V space. Again, you can mention the length or width. This will be like height. For H space, it will be width. And then we have V fill command. Then small skip, mid skip, and big skip. All right. You can try and use these commands in your paragraph and you can see by yourself, all right, what is the difference. Okay, so is this section clear? We have three things here: footnote, very important; page numbering, again equally important; and then paragraph formatting and page breaking commands. Are those clear? Okay, very good. So now let's move on to the very interesting and important part: writing mathematics using LaTeX. All right, so I have my template over here, working with mathematics. So mathematics basically include what? Formulas, equation, right? Okay. So let's start how to use equations and how to write down equations. Okay, so LaTeX excels at formatting mathematical expressions, unimaginably good at it. LaTeX allows two writing modes for mathematical expressions. One is inline math mode and another one is display math mode. Alright, inline math mode is used to write formulas that are part of the paragraph. So if you want to include your formulas as a part of your paragraph, they should appear on the next line. Then you should use inline mode. And if you want your equations to appear on the next line, like equation by itself, then you use display mode. If you use math mode, inline math mode, the formulas won't be numbered. Like your equations will not be numbered. All right, so they will not assign any equation number for that. If you use display mode, then your equations will be numbered. Is it clear? Okay, so let's understand them one by one, and then I'll also show you how to uh, how to not remember, why not remember the syntax, because it is already available in editor. Okay, so now let's first understand them. So inline math mode. So let's write down this equation: a square plus b square is equal to c square in LaTeX. So how do we do that? So you simply have a paragraph and then you include this equation. All right. Okay. Inline mode versus. Okay. So we want to write down this equation. All right. See, like this. So let me. So let's write it down on a different paper. Okay. So this is mathematics. Okay. So inline mode. All right. So we will have a paragraph, and then I want to include an equation inside the paragraph. So let me copy paste the paragraph here, and I'll prefer justified one. Justified paragraph. Okay, and then I want to include the equation here. So what I shall do? How do I include the equations? So it is inline mode tells you that you can simply write down your equations like this, and it will be included. All right. So let me. You can use like text tt. That is your, and then that's it. It should appear. So let me compile that. Excuse me for this. I'll have to decompile. Okay. So can you see that? This in this paragraph we have an equation which will not be numbered because it is in inline mode. You can understand the logical word, right? Inline, so it will be in line with the paragraph. Yes or no? Okay, it's very simple. And what happens if you use BF? So text BF mode is not supported here. All right. So you can only use text TT. Is it clear to you? Okay. Now you can also we also another environment begin math. All right. We can use that environment and write down the equation. So let me copy and paste this and see what happens. Text T. I think I forgot one T here. Now it should appear. Okay, why there is a single slash before and after? Well, that is how it is. That is how it is formatted. So that is we will have to follow that command. That is the syntax for the command. Okay. Do you see these equations? We have this command begin math, and these equations are both the equations are same, but in the first equation I have used this command slash c dot. So between 5 and x, so it will appear like this 5 dot x, right? And in the second writing the same equation twice, I have used nothing in between 5 and x, so it will appear simple 5x. Are you getting the point? So whenever you want to use include a dot like this for multiplication purpose, you can use that command c dot. Yes, you can use that. So double, you are saying that double slash, okay? And let's see what is the result. What is the result, Nitesh? So it won't support the double slash because if you remember in including double dollar sign, what happened if you include what happens if you include double dollar sign? It takes that character in the center of the page, right? Centering, correct. But here we are not this command is not supporting centering because this is inline mode, so that's why this won't work. Okay, but good question. All right, so this is about inline mode, and let's say I want you to display this formula. 1 minute, I will compile this, and can you display this? You can see this formula. Everybody sees this formula. Okay, Nitesh, thank you. Yes, so can you try to write down this formula on your own? Now we have discussed. I think you can easily write down this formula on your own because we have discussed it yesterday. So try everyone try for like 2 to 3 minutes, and then we'll discuss. Yes. Anyone got it right? Okay, Nitesh, did you got it right? Did you compile that? Yes. Yeah, your logic is correct. That is how. Yes, that is correct. That should appear. Okay. So you write it down in your compiler and then try. All right. Okay. What about others? Were you able to write down that simple formula? Okay, good. Okay, so let me now discuss that. So this is how you write it down. Because this formula is in center, I'll use double dollar sign here. All right. Okay, so let me explain this formula to you. I mean, not explain the formula, but then how to write it down. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll first remove this left and right. I remove left and right and see what is the result, and then we'll include it and then see what will be the result. All right. So okay. So let me compile that. Okay, 1 minute. I have to recompile. Okay. So what is the result here? Is that the same result, or something is not correct? The brackets are very small, isn't it? The brackets actually does not include entire equation, and that's why now if we use left and right, left and then right, so now it should be, we should include the entire equation. Right, left and right are parentheses. Let me once more explain to you. So there is a pair, right? Left and right always comes in the pair because they are parentheses. All right, you can use like our regular brackets, square bracket, curly bracket, all right, triangular bracket. In this, I think I have included those in the, but right now I'll just explain that if you want to write down a text in parenthesis, you use this command. So left and right will always come in pair, and so left, and then you write down slash left, and then you include your content here, whatever content, hello, and then you put a slash right, and then close the brace. Is it clear? So you start with left slash left. Okay, good. And then you write down your content, then use slash right, and then close the brace and put that into a dollar mark. So let's see what is the effect. So it is hello here. Because we have not used a double dollar bar, it will appear there only. Similarly, you can use kind of braces you want. All right, so we have other commands as well. So left, and you can see over here it will appear in the curly braces. Hello, will appear in the curly braces. All right. Yes, font. No, there is no font change, but because it is appearing, if we are writing it in dollar mark, it will appear in the italic font by default. So that is the syntax for dollar. Whatever is included between dollars, dollar sign, it will appear italic. Whatever symbol, all right, or text. Okay, so that is correct. All right, and now let's talk about display mode, math mode, which is very important because most of the times we use display math mode. Yes, mostly it changes automatically, but if not, we can also change it manually. So I'll explain that how to change it manually just after some time. Okay. So now let's call the display mode. Display mode, we have two environment. One is begin enumerate environment, and then begin equation environment. Right? You can use the equation environment inside the enumerate environment like this. All right. So let me copy and paste and let's discuss about this, how this works. Okay, so if you start with begin enumerate, then I have to include item, right? We discussed about list yesterday, and there are three ways we can create the list: by numbering, then by bulleting, and then by description. So this is one of that. It's a enumerate means it'll be with numbers. Yes or no? So enumerate is for listing. So I list the first will be, this is an equation without numbering. All right. So this equation will be without numbering. All right, because it is included as an item. Then second item is, this is equation number, this is equation with number 1. So that to there was a question how to number the equation. So this will answer your question now. So you use begin equation environment, and whatever equation you write it down inside that begin equation environment, it will be automatically numbered sequentially throughout the article. All right, so let's compile this and we'll, so okay, let's compile this and with the effect, and then we'll understand it. Okay, so it is compiled successfully. All right, can you see this equation without numbering, which is simple integration f of x dx, and there is an equation with number which has been written using begin equation, and that's why it is automatically numbered as number 3, because we would have two more equations, I think. Yes, this is one equation which is number 2, and there must be one more equation. All right, do you understand that? Sir, it is the syntax. Slash is like everything, every math thing in LaTeX will always start with slash. So this is how they are defined in the root program. Okay. How to change equation numbers within section, and how to box an equation. You mean to say equation in a box? Okay. Okay. 1 minute. And 1.11. How to change equation numbers? No, I mean, I still didn't get your question. Lakshmi Devi, if you can please be a little bit more clear about
Sir,
it,
good morning,
about the question.
sir.
Yes.
Suppose
Good morning.
we write one paragraph and under that 1.1, 1.2 comes. Then when we go
Okay.
to, it should not be 2 and 3. But after that paragraph gets over, then again the equation will become 2, no, sir. When we have subdivisions, we mark equation numbers like that in each section. So how do we
Yes.
do?
Yes. Okay. I got it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Okay, Agnivesh, that is one of the ways to write display mode equations without numbering. All right. So you are talking about this. This is how also you can write down the formulas or equation. Okay, Nitesh is saying something. Why you use that? Hello. All right. Okay, in the second, you have written that first curly braces, then regular brace, and then left, right? But then there is no need for the second regular braces. The left, that command for the parenthesis starts from /left. If you don't put first curly braces, then too it will be all right. Okay, Nitish? The type of parenthesis will be decided before the braces of text, which is hello. Text right now is hello. The braces before will decide the type of brace, whether it is curly brace or it is square brace or regular braces. So where we have written that hello here. Yes, you can see that I have not used any braces before left. Is it clear to you, Nitish?
Hello. Uh,
Yes.
गुड मॉर्निंग सर। uh,
Good
सर
morning.
मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि आप
Uh,
जो यहाँ हेलो के पहले स्मॉल ब्रैकेट लगा रहे हैं और राइट के बाद स्मॉल ब्रैकेट लगा रहे हैं, ये ओनली वन
हाँ
हेलो के यहाँ ही क्यों नहीं लग सकता है? हेलो लिखने के बाद ही स्मॉल ब्रैकेट और राइट लिखने के बाद
हाँ वो
ये पूछ रहा हूँ सर।
नहीं नहीं वो हाँ अच्छा अच्छा करेक्ट नहीं एक्चुअली इसका सिंटेक्स ही वैसा है। ये जो जिस तरीके से कमांड्स डिफाइन कर गए हैं ना वही इस तरीके से बनाए गए हैं, हमें वैसे ही लिखना पड़ेगा।
ओके सर।
इट्स अ सिंटेक्स।
ओके ओके
हाँ
ओके सर।
ऑल ओके वेलकम। Okay, now so let's come to that. Okay. Okay, so here I explain different types of you know brackets and parentheses as we discussed before, right? You can have regular brace, square bracket, curly braces, then triangular braces by using this command, angle braces, L angle and R angle. Then you can also have vertical braces and double vertical braces using this command. All right, so let me copy this. I've explained all four here, so we can use that actually. I think everybody now understands how to use braces, correct? So we can then move on. Okay, so now the next thing is that can we change the size of the parentheses, those brackets manually? So answer is yes. You can see I've written 4 to 5 equations here with different size of the parentheses. So how does it go? So you have to include this command big L /big L, and at the end it'll be /big right, R for right and L for left. Your braces style is again square bracket, and then you include your content here. This is your content /L angle. Then this is your content. X square is equal to 9 is our content. Then we are including the brackets, angle bracket, L angle, then content, and then /R angle, and then we'll close the braces. But then I want to mention the braces should be a little bit larger. So I'll use the command /BIG R for right, and then /BIG L for left. All right. Is it clear to everyone? Okay, and now let's compile and see what is the outcome. So we have two equations here. In one equation we have not mentioned, so let me okay. It won't. Okay. Can you see the difference here in the size? The first equation corresponds to this, where we have not mentioned the size of the braces. While the second equation, we have mentioned a little bit more bigger size of the brace. So the effect is evident. Yes or no? Yes, we'll discuss about the label in a very short time. Okay, then I would like to make the braces even bigger. So then we have a command which is capital B. All right, so you can see this command, and the effect of this command is over here, capital B. All right, and then if you want to make it even bigger, then you use capital BL, capital BR to be even bigger. I think it is of the same size, right? There is no much difference. Okay, so big and big L, but now the last command is BIGG. There is no left or right, but capital BIGG, and so this is the biggest one, biggest braces we can get. All right. Okay. Now there are two questions here I would like to answer. One about the equations in a section or a paragraph, and second one about the label. So let me quickly answer that question for the label. Then I'll go to the another question. So label here. Let's say now you are writing an equation, and you want to mention that equation somewhere else in your article. So you want to do the cross referencing. This is called cross referencing. Then how do you cross reference? How do you give the reference of equation which is, let's say, written in page number 10 at page number 40? So you have an equation written on page number 10. You want to give the reference of that equation on page number 40. Then how do you do that? So for that we use first we have to identify the equation, right? We need some method to identify the equation, and that is why I use that label. All right, so the command goes like that. I'll it is workshop, right? Okay, so folder workshop, so slash label, and then you have to put your label. So I can choose any label, but as a standard, I use standard format. So I'll use capital EQ, then double dot, no, I mean that colon, and then I'll name that equation whatever name I want to give it to it. So quadratic, because it is quadratic format. So this is my label, and now using this label, I can cite this equation in a way, or I can do the referencing of this equation anywhere in the article. All right, so let me show you how to how to do the referencing of the equation. All right, because this has started, so it should be okay. So now I'll take a paragraph. Yes, we can write down the modulus. Simply use the vertical bars. Will be modulus of that equation. Okay, so now I write down the paragraphs couple of times, and let's say I want to include that equation over here. So I'll use the command dash slash ref reference. All right, slash reference, and then I'll enter, and my label should be, which label I should use? So because it is equation, I remember that my label started with EQ, capital EQ, right? That's why for each and every equation, I use this label style. So whenever I want to, I have an equation, and if it is labeled, all right, my label will always start from capital E, that's it, and Q, and then, do you get the point? And now, if you simply write down capital E, then that will automatically appear quadratic. So I'll choose that, and I'll close the braces. And now that equation number should appear over here. All right, so let me compile that. What was the equation number? I think this was equation number 3, right? We can see over here that equation was equation number 3, and let me compile this. Okay, what I'll do a page break. so that it appears on the next page, so we can see that. Okay, so can you see number 3 here? Option 2, 3, configure. So option 2, so our reference should appear after 2 and before configure. So it is there. All right. I also do a practice to put the reference for equations or tables or images always in bracket, so that it appears a little bit different. Is it clear how to label this, how to mark the,
Yes, sir.
how to do the cross referencing? Yes. Okay. One more thing. Now let's say I am on page number 40 and there is a reference for the equation which is on page number 10, and then I want to see that equation. Which equation is that? What shall I do? Do I have to scroll down all the way to page number 10, go there and check? No. And that is one way, but that is not practical way. So what we'll do, we'll use a package here. I think the name of the package is hyperref. Let me try that. It is use package and hyperref. Hyperref, yes. And that should take care of that. Let's see. Okay, so let me go back to the paragraph. And you can see now that the referencing is highlighted and you can actually click it. Yes or no? If I click it, it will take me to that equation automatically. See? All right. So that hyperref package, if you include that, it will give a very good flexibility to go back to the equations or tables or diagrams from anywhere. Okay. Is if I write down equation, do we use AMS math package? Okay. If you want to simply use that begin equation environment, you need not require AMS math package. But if you want to explore other facilities for begin equation environment, then you should use it. All right. It gives us a lot of flexibility. So like there are many equations, like equation environments, like begin equation array, begin align, and so on and so forth. So for those, we require that package. So it is always advisable to. So I was about to mention that. So whenever you want to use math and write down long and complicated equations, please include this package, which is use package AMS math. It'll give us huge flexibility over equation writing. All right. So is it clear to everyone? Okay. And now let me answer another question, that how do we include equations in sections? All right. So let me make a section here. Section, and title is number 1, section number 1. And then okay, section 2 here. Section 2, number 2. All right. And then I'll have a subsection here. Subsection title 1. Hi. Or whatever you want, right? Okay. And here, okay, section 2. So let's compile this. And what we do now is write down the equations in sections and subsections. And let's see how they're numbered. All right. Okay, so this is my section. And I'll write down, I'll use begin equation. Oh, not begin document. I'll use begin equation. Equation. And I'll write down a simple equation. Oh, why begin document is up here? Begin document, yes. Okay. 1 minute, hold on. All right, and then let's write down the equation. So this is the equation, and that should appear with the, and then now if I use write down another equation, begin equation, then it is C, and let's see how they are numbered. Okay, so they will appear like 5.1, 5 and 5.1, but you are saying that they should appear like 5.1 and 5.2. That is what you are saying, ma'am? Okay, if I use the same equation in some subsection somewhere. Okay. Number 7 and 8. Okay, now what I'll do is we'll use chapter here. Article class. Okay. There was a sorry report. It should be report. Okay, so now you what you can do is because we have changed to report class. So in order to do that those kind of equation numbering, we will have to use report class, and then we cannot use section, but we will have to use chapters. So that equations will be arranged according to the chapters. So let me use chapter here. So instead of section 1, I'll use chapter 1. Then it is section of the chapter. Then I use chapter 2. And this will be the, no, okay, there is no section for this chapter. Okay, can you see that, ma'am? Or if this for actually everyone. Yes. Okay, so this facility is not available in article class, because as we mentioned before, that article class is generally used for small documents. But if you are writing thesis, you should use report class, and then instead of your new chapter will start with the chapter command and not the section command. In one chapter, you can have many sections, and if you use that chapter command, then your equations will be numbered accordingly. All right. For the next chapter, then it'll be accordingly. So let me write down one more. Let me write down an equation in chapter 2 as well, just to so that you can realize what is happening. So this will be 2.1 and 2.2 now. All right. And this will be 1.1, 1.2, 1.3, 1.4. And I think where we had reference of that equation, no, that was 3 equation, number 3. Okay, now the benefit of LaTeX cross-referencing is that if you, let's say where is our equation, that is equation number 3. All right, go to the source. Okay, so this is my equation where I put the label. Now if I cut this equation from here, and or if I change the label of this equation, that numbering will automatically change. I do not have to go to the reference and change it once again. Do you understand this? This is very useful feature. So if I change the label, then the referencing will automatically change. Okay. This is about equation. One more thing. Let's say now let's focus on equations. Right. Okay. So this is my equation. Let's focus on this equation. Let me copy and paste the Euler's equation. Right. Okay. Now I don't want this equation to be numbered. So I don't want the number to appear here. So what I'll put a star here in begin equation and end equation, so that it won't appear. The equation number won't be assigned to that equation. Is it clear to everyone? Yes. Excuse me. Okay. And now let's quickly look at different equation types or equation environment actually. So then we have multi-line environment, begin multi-line. All right. So you can break your equation, single equation in multi-line. Right now the equation will appear in a single equation, single line. Okay, so let's see. So this is your equation. All right. If I want to break it, what shall I do? So whenever I want to break it, जहाँ पे मुझे break करना, I'll use a line break command. Simple, and then it will break. Yes, that is the beauty of LaTeX. Charan Singh, your equations will be automatically numbered accordingly, even in referencing. Like it appeared like 2.3 here. It was the last equation was 2.2. We didn't number this equation. So the next equation will be 2.3. Okay. Yes. Yeah, it's really a very good feature. Okay, now we have break this equation. But what I wanted to do is I want to align that I want that this minus 12 should start below 3. So I want the alignment in this equation. All right. So that is why we'll use this command align, which is again very powerful command. So you can align the equation. I'm writing, copying, pasting all the equation just to, yeah. So that we have an align environment. See, there are many environment with equations. One, the basic is begin equation, then begin equation star, where you don't number the equation. Then we have multi-line, where you can use, if you want, you can also break this equation over here. All right, after not after plus. Let's say if you, oh, I'm so sorry. Yes, if you break it after plus, then let's see the effect. All right, it is 2.3, which is this equation, and then 2.4 is this equation. So let me go back to the original equation. Yes, 2.3 and 2.4. What is the difference between these two equations? Do you notice the difference, right? It is very apparent. The second equation looks more aligned than the first one, because multi-line command doesn't give us the facility to align the equation, while the align environment have a facility. We can use this ampersand to align the equation. All right. So once you break the equation, then you use the alignment ampersand character. All right. So for example, if I don't align it, let's say, let me not align it. So it will exactly appear like multi-line equation. All right. Or it will do the alignment by itself. It's a random alignment. Now what I want is I want this minus 12 to exactly appear below 3. So what I'll do, I'll use a ampersand mark before equal sign here, and then before minus sign. So your minus will appear exactly below that equal to sign. Do you see that? Everybody please try this. This is very, very useful. And I can always change the ampersand mark anywhere I want. Alright, I can also put this ampersand mark over here in the beginning. That it should be appear over here. So then this second line will be aligned with px here. And this is how you can easily format your equations. Just say where you want to align it, and it will align it there. That's it. Okay, no numbers. I'll explain. Okay, is this clear? The alignment part. This is very important. That is where I get most of the, time when I was writing my research thesis. I had long equations. Let me show you some of the equations in my thesis writing. So, it will be in the methodology. Yes. So see, we have this kind of equations. We want to write it down, and so it was a big headache for me how to align them. And then there are even advanced methods for aligning the equations. But right now we are talking about the not in this is not the basic method. There are also the advanced one, but there are even more advanced methods to align the equation. Okay, but it is all very interesting, isn't it? Okay, now about the no number. Let's say if I remove this no number part, what do you expect? What will happen? Then in the align environment, any guess if I remove that no number? Very good. Yes. We'll give number to each line. Let's compile this. And it doesn't make any sense, isn't it? Because we know that it is a single equation. So that's why whenever you break, and if you don't want to give a number, you simply write down slash no number. That's it. And then it won't be numbered. So the next line will be numbered. Okay. If you don't want to number the entire equation, yes, that is correct. That is the case for align, but for multi-line it is automatically taken care. Alright. And you can always use that star marking in both align and multi-line to not number the equation. That is always there for all environment for equations. That if you put that, equation won't be marked. I mean, they won't be numbered. Okay. Then this no number is even not required. Okay, so I hope it is clear now. Okay, so I use no number. Let's compile this. Any questions for this? Okay. Let's talk about one more environment here. There is an environment which is called split environment, where you can split the equation like multi-line and so on and so forth. But you have to use that split environment within one more environment. So we'll use that environment within align environment, and the benefit is that this entire equation will be numbered as one equation, and the equation number will not appear on either first or second line. It will appear in the center. All right, so you will it will be very much clear if we give a demo here. Give me 1 minute. Okay, so now it is begin align, then begin split nested environments. We have the same equation. We have the same equation breaking at the same point. All right, but now if you see this equation, the numbering is done on the second line for multi-line. For align, the number is done in the first line, right? Let's see what happens here. You can see the numbering is neither on the first nor on the second. It is in between first and second line. Yes or no? Yes. So that is how it works actually. So all environments have their new features included. And here we don't have to even bother about no number. It is automatically taken care. And this feature is very good when you have more than one equations, long equations, right? So let's try this. And even in the split environment, you have the feature of for alignment using %. All right. So let's try this. Let's write down one more equation here. Any equation you guys want to suggest, or shall I use the standard equations? Or I mean, okay. Okay, so I have to this the split only understands that these are like one part of, okay, and then there is no alignment. I have not used any alignment here, so I'll use this alignment that my f of x equal to f of x should appear at the ampersand of that. Okay, do you see this? The power of alignment, you simply have to put it on the right place and that's it. You don't have to do anything else. Everything will be perfectly aligned. On top of that, these both equations will be numbered as a group, as a one group only. Similarly, you can write n number of equations. You will have the alignment for all equations and perfectly aligned equations, and they will be numbered as a group. It's a single equation. Very nice feature. You can also use split environment within begin equation environment. All right. And you still have the alignment facility. Alignment facility is must for equations. So you use those kind of environments where you get the alignment facility. So we have how many environments where we get the alignment facility? We have split environment and we have align environment. And there is one more environment which provides double alignment facility, which is EQN array. Okay, so let me explain that equation array environment here. So I'll choose two equations, one align and then equation array environment. So we'll see the difference here. All right. Okay. Now see, this is the equation written with align environment, which also looks good. But this is the equation written with equation array environment, where we can put the alignment twice in the same equation. That is not the case with align environment. I cannot use the alignment operator twice in the same equation. But that is the case with equation array environment. Alright, so these equations are sometimes also used to write down matrices, but it will be a lot of work. So we don't use this environment to write down matrices, but we use different environment. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Any questions?
Akshay sir, can you
Yes,
take
sir.
a break of 1 hour?
Okay. Yeah, I was actually yes. Okay, so let's have a break for a lunch break, sir. Right?
Yes, 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 please.
Yes. Okay. Okay. So then we'll meet at 12:45.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
After 1 hour.
Oh,
Yeah.
after one
Thank you,
hour.
sir.
Okay. 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 Welcome, sir. Thank you, everyone.
So all the participants are requested to leave the meeting. We will rejoin at 12:45. Try to join 5 minutes before. Thank you so
Okay.
much.
Okay.